Is Gavin Newsom in charge of what your kids are learning in school? Well, every state has a state education board that sets the standards for curriculum. And the biggest states have the most impact over what goes in to national textbooks, because the textbook companies aren't going to make a different book for each state. So this is the State Education Board in California, and all of its members are appointed by Gavin Newsom. So here's a board member, here's a board member, here's a board member, all appointed by Newsom, and they set the standards. And this is why you get the DEI, the CRT, the climate agenda, feminism, socialist economic policies, and the idea that putting your country first is a bad thing, but globalism is desirable. It's why we all can intrinsically feel that school has become indoctrination, because it's political. So it's the members of the New York Board of Education, the Washington Board of Education, the Colorado Board of Education, the Oregon Board of Education, and they put this stuff right on their website. They don't even try to hide it. And the political appointments of Gavin Newsom aren't going to approve any standards that aren't politically correct. The government in general will never approve anything that deviates from official narratives. So your kids will never get to experience an honest conversation about what happened in September 2001 when they're in school. They'll never get to have an honest conversation about the Federal Reserve Act and how the banking system was conquered, or the congressionally documented history of fake news. But when you pull your kids out of school, when you homeschool, there is what seems like an endless list of grassroots amazing curriculums. And the curriculum makers are people like me who have rebelled against the system. So these companies don't care about things like Gavin Newsom's political ideology. And as a parent, you could hand pick your teachers. So when I teach, the last thing your kids are getting is political correctness. So we could study things like how BlackRock uses ESG to manipulate society. In fact, remember when this kid got famous for following Gavin Newsom around and calling out his nonsense? Well, now he's a college graduate and he's doing independent journalism. And he's currently making a course for us on the history of the Federal Reserve System and banking in America. Stuff you never learn in school. And that's what I mean when I say parents have the ability to hand pick the best teachers in the world. And you can mix and match curriculums, use multiple curriculums, use one curriculum. You have complete autonomy. The parents take the power back when you homeschool. And more people are figuring that out every day. Check out my private homeschool community. And Cubs to Bears, books. ClassicalLearner.com.